Hello everyone, my name is Devmi. Today we are kickstarting our much awaited biggest education and migration info session. So it's my honor to introduce and share the screen with 𝐏𝐅𝐄𝐂, Regional Manager from University of Wollongong.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining with us, Craig. So we will start our session with the presentation from Craig. Meanwhile, if you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment on the comment section. So Craig, over to you. The screen is all yours.
Okay, thank you, Devmi. And thank you to everyone who's coming along today. What I've tried to do today is something a little different and attempt to do this meeting from on campus live. So you may see some people walking around in the background. Our campus really is starting to show some really great signs of life. We are looking at having up to 3,000 students a day coming back to campus in a couple of weeks. So we really are looking at a mix of remote study, but also back to some face-to-face study, which is really promising. And we're really looking forward to seeing some students back here on campus. So what I'll do now is share my screen so we can go through a very brief presentation. And of course, if you have any questions, like I said, please put them in the chat box and we can get to them as well. All right, so you should be able to all hopefully see the presentation now. So firstly, of course, let me introduce myself. My name is Craig and I am the Regional Manager specialising in South Asia for the University of Wollongong. But I've been here for almost 10 years and do have some expertise in all other areas of admissions right through recruitment. So it's a pleasure to be here today with PFEC and I hope you get a lot out of the presentation. Now, the University of Wollongong, it's not even 50 years old yet we really do have a global reputation as one of the best universities here in Australia. We have partners and alternate campuses in China, Hong Kong, Malaysia, Singapore, and of course, our widely known offshore campus in Dubai. And one of the great things about these offshore campuses is if you are looking to come to Australia, you can actually study at one of our offshore campuses. And then maybe when borders do open, you can come to Australia then with credit for any subjects that you've already studied. Now, for students looking who are already here onshore, looking to reconsider Wollongong as one of their options, we have 3 campuses available for our international students. And that's our Wollongong campus, our Sydney CBD campus, and our Liverpool campus. And I'll go through each one of these in a bit more detail as we go on with the presentation. Wollongong City itself, it really is a university city. Everything that we do revolves around the university and our students have great access to part-time jobs and of course a great access to a capital city being only 85 kilometres away. So that's right, Sydney is no more than an hour and a half by train or by car. So you get the great benefits of studying in a regional city like Wollongong and getting those regional benefits for post-study work rights and future plans. But also you have access to one of the greatest cities in the world of Sydney, only being just up the road. We have beautiful weather nearly all year round. As you can see, very, very close to the beach. And we have a population in our city of around 300,000 people. One of the main great things about Wollongong as well is the cost of living. It costs considerably less to live here in Wollongong than it does a capital city. So as a comparison, if you were as a student, were looking to live in Sydney in a 3-bedroom apartment shared with potentially a couple of friends or family, you'd be looking at around $4,000 per month for rent. That same style of apartment down here in Wollongong, you're looking at just over $2,000 per month. So that's I guess a saving of over $2,000 per month. That means more money in your pocket and more money in your parents' pocket. The University of Wollongong in numbers, I guess, has over 35,000 student enrolments, and of that, nearly half is 15,000 international students. So that means we have students from all around the world studying at all our campuses. So you can be assured of a great multicultural campus, a great multicultural lifestyle that's safe and very student friendly. We have over 300 degrees on offer, and of course, as I mentioned, our 4 international UAW campuses. Now, when studying here in Wollongong, you have the option to live either in one of our great accommodation options or living in private accommodation throughout the CBD. the great thing about Wollongong is everything is really, really close and can be accessed either by walking, public transportation, or bike. Now, as you can see to the map here on the right, we have 3 options on campus and 2 options off campus. These are our student accommodations. So for students only, 24-hour security, individual key cards for every room. So it's very safe, very secure, and a great lifestyle for students. So you'll be living and eating and working with students from all around the world, including Australia, obviously. Now, if you also look at this map here on the right, you'll see a red line and a blue line. This is actually a bus route that runs all day. One goes clockwise and one goes counterclockwise. They run all day, every stop, every 10 minutes, and it's completely free. So that's free transportation all through our city on the free buses, and includes stops at the university campus as well. So you can be assured that no matter where you live, you'll be on or very close to one of the free bus stops that can bring you to uni, to the shops, or the beach, or anywhere you wish to go. Once you enter those front gates of our campus, everything you as a student would ever need is here on campus. It really is what I like to call a city within the city. So everything from your clubs and societies, cafes and restaurants, we have our uni bar and market facilities. We also have a world-class gym with Olympic-sized swimming pool. But we also offer services like doctors, dentists, hairdresser, movie theatres, travel agent, post office. All these services are here on the campus grounds. And in the next couple of weeks, we'll also be opening a pharmacy as well. So you really can understand that everything you as a student need is here on the campus grounds, and very close and all within walking distance. I mentioned before we have our campus in the Sydney CBD. This is for our postgraduate business students who may choose to want to live in Sydney. We do offer, of course, postgraduate business here as well on our Wollongong campus. It's, again, like I said, just for students who choose to live in Sydney. Now, we actually, if you look at the picture here, there is quite a reflective building there on the harbour. That's where our Sydney campus is located. We own a couple of floors within that building where our business classes are taught. So you can imagine sitting in a classroom with views overlooking the Sydney Harbour Bridge and the Opera House. The other great thing about our Faculty of Business is they recently achieved AACSB accreditation. And this puts our business schools in the top 5% of all business schools in the world. So a great achievement for our Faculty of Business and Law. I also mentioned our alternate campus in the southwest Sydney. This campus is located in the suburb of Liverpool, and Liverpool has been noted as one of the fastest growing urban areas in Australia. That means people are wanting to live here, move here, set up their own businesses and corporations and companies here. And we have a campus right in the heart of Liverpool. And we do offer a great range of undergraduate, postgraduate, and of course, UW College programs as well. UW College is our pathway provider, which is owned by the university. So you can either choose to study your pathway programs here on campus or at our Liverpool campus as well, which then feed directly into our bachelor's degrees as well. It's a very simple process. Now, when it comes to scholarships, we have got some amazing scholarships available, some of which have only just been approved within the last few days. Now, any students looking for undergraduate scholarships, we do offer a 30% tuition fee waiver for high achieving students. We also offer a 30% tuition fee waiver for any high achieving postgraduate student. And the way this works is once you make your application, our admissions team has a set of criteria, and should you meet that criteria, the 30% scholarship will be automatically added to your offer. There's no additional paperwork or application forms to fill out. It's done at the assessment period. We also offer a number of citizenship specific student country bursaries, basically. So if you're from any of those countries listed up there on the top of the page, you will, and then you also apply for one of these programs here. If you apply for one of those selected undergraduate programs, you will automatically, no questions asked, be given a 10% discount. If you apply for any of the programs on the right at postgraduate level, you will again be given 20% discount, no additional forms, it's automatic, it's based on your citizenship. And these bursaries are for students who don't meet entry for the 30% scholarship that I mentioned previously. As a side note, just to know that our Faculty of Business, all undergraduate and all postgraduate students get, for all their programs, get a 20% bursary. So if you're interested in business or law with the University of Wollongong, you can almost be guaranteed you will receive at least a 20% discount on your fees. Now, I mentioned some discounts that have only just been approved. Now, we have our 10% commencing students offshore bursary. Now, this is for any student who is currently still offshore, waiting to come to Australia, but wanting to start their degree now. You will be given a 10% bursary that will actually last for the life of your course. And again, this can be stacked with any other scholarships that I've just mentioned before. So if you happen to be achieving one of those 30% scholarships and are still offshore but wanting to start now, you'll get an additional 10%. So that makes that 40%. Now, for all our students already on shore and considering Wollongong as your option, we have a 20% commencing student onshore bursary. This bursary is applied to any student who is able to attend a portion of onshore classes. Now, like I said, we are going back to a dual delivery where some classes will be done online and other parts of the class will be done here on campus. If you fall into that category, again, you'll be automatically given a 20% discount on your fees. And the reason for this is we recognize that the cost of living and doing all these things here in Australia can become quite costly. So offering you a 20% discount is our way of saying, look, come and get a world-class degree here in Wollongong while making it affordable for you as well. And the great thing about that scholarship as well is it's stacked with any other scholarships you've received. So again, if you receive the 30% scholarship I mentioned, you can add another 20% to that. That's 50% discount on your total fees for the life of your course. So certainly very, very attractive reason to consider Wollongong as your study option. Of course, studying here isn't all about the classes and everything else. We want to make sure that we make you career ready and job ready for once you do graduate. And we have a unit here on campus called Careers Central. And the Careers Central team will help you with anything in regards to looking for part-time work, work once you graduate. They work with you on your resume and job readiness skills. It's also, Careers Central is also the place where you get all your job advertisements. So local employers as well as Australia-based employers will put all their jobs through our online jobs board, looking specifically for UOW graduates and UOW students. So it's a great way of getting some work while you're here. You also have access to jobs on campus. I know this is very important for a lot of students wanting to get some work on a university campus while they're studying. This is your main hub for getting jobs on campus. This is also the main point where you'll also look at your work integrated learning subjects. And this is where you can choose an elective as part of your degree that may involve an internship or some specified work experience in the real world, solving real world problems. So certainly while you're studying here on campus, the Careers Central team will be very, very important, and I'm sure somewhere you'll visit very, very often. We also offer careers expos where, again, employers come here on campus specifically to speak to and start the networking and relationship building with our students. And we also offer some really great mentoring programs as well. So I guess in a nutshell, I really would like to talk to you that the University of Wollongong is your one-stop shop. We offer fantastic discounts on your fees, as well as offering an all-in-one service here on the Wollongong campus. And as you can see, it is a beautiful campus. There's lots of open space for our students to learn and to interact with each other. And from our first semester this year in February, we are welcoming students back onto campus. So certainly a great environment and something that will be very much needed, I think, after the year we've had. So I do hope that you consider Wollongong. And of course, any questions you do have, please put them in the chat box and we can have a look at them now. So thank you for listening to the presentation part of my time here now, but I'm hoping that we have some great questions for you now.
Thank you, Craig. The session was very insightful and it was very interesting.
I hope so.
So we are happy to take questions if we have any from students. So I want to say thank you very much for joining with us. So as I said, the session was very informative. So we will be ending the live streaming now. So thank you everyone who joined with us today on Facebook and joining with us on the with the PFEC Education and Migration Info session.
Absolutely, no, absolutely. Thank you for everyone coming along, and I'm hoping that there wasn't too many distractions behind me or anything else. And look, the Wollongong campus is getting ready to be open for business. So we are a regional campus. You get regional benefits for studying with us. We have some of the best scholarships for any university out there. So certainly do consider us for your future studies.
Yes. Thank you so much, Craig. So we'll be ending the session now.
Okay, great. Thank you. Bye, everyone.